You are now tuning in to Lex and RDDC broadcast station, serving up on the double doses for us all.
Welcome back to the Real Double Dose channel. This is your host Lex, coming to you straight from the heart, where the talk is real and the vibe is always live. Thank you for being and listening and being a part of the family and show of understanding that we are a slice of everyday life. For any show requests or feedback, as always, you can reach us at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. That's yandex.com, as well as check out the blog spot at realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com, and all the links that are listed below, and all the disclaimers and so many more in our books, and so much understanding you can get just from the bottom of that blog spot and through the pages itself of a lot of things that are just floating under the sun like a slice of everyday life that could help you, or whatever it might be, from spiritual to tips to everything that we can think of for now, and just some good understanding out there. If you want to check us out on any other platforms like we mentioned, and you can check us out again on each episode, that is going to be Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, and I believe Spreaker.com and SoundCloud, as well as one of our RSS feed, real major ones that we do go on. And I think there's plenty more, but right now you can always check that out, and also check out our featured partner and our sponsor, GiveMeAllThat.com. That will be launching very soon, hopefully before the holidays. But if not, let us know. Send a shout out, send a link, anything you want to say or put out there. We're going to be joining hearts with another beautiful organization that's coming, that's going to spark and change a lot of things that are going on as far as the inside walls. I'll give you that much information. But excuse me on that, because my voice is kind of fluctuating a little bit. So help me out with just, understanding it can be a little scratchy at times, but we still love each other, right? But as far as that goes, we do have the YouTube. We do have wonderful things that's rolling out with that. It's still a little bit of a, mega star in its own way. It's a little different for me. But at the same time, we might go there and check out some things coming up. But the organization that is going to be connected with us is definitely coming out. It's beautiful. I mean, I really want to say more about it, but it's still in the works of having their launching. And it's going to be amazing. And with all the listeners that are already on here, like I said, 1 equals 1 million. It could be one listener a week, and we're still just as thankful. That's one person that's going to affect 1 million people by the ripple effect of life. But I want to get into this. I don't know how long I can really dive too deep in, but it's just a curious notion to put out there in our minds, and it's a beautiful understanding of really the things that really should be said. And I have to ask this question, is hashtag do you believe? Okay, we could do hashtag do we believe, but I want to put you out there, because we're all one entity no matter how we look at it. But I want to put hashtag do. We can bounce back and forth between the we and you and us and us. You know what I mean? You is I is we. It all comes. That's why we're on here together. But I want to say hashtag do you believe? And I'll just say we in referencing, but the title itself will say you. Don't want to mislead anyone, but you understand. It might be either or. We'll see what Anthony does. But the thing I want to know is, do we believe that things are coming into perspective? Now, like I said, I'm going to reference it back. It came to like different things going on, but it comes down to mourning or grieving or thinking, will this relationship work? Okay, will this recipe work? Is it going to turn out for the bake sale or the event, or bringing it to work, or bringing it home to my kids, or whatever, or making it when they get out of school? Is this going to work when it comes down to business projects? Is it going to work when I'm sitting here? Like, I feel sometimes a personal page is, okay, come on, like, okay, you lost 8 pounds, all right. But you know what? Okay, well, I got the app writing down my calories, but I don't feel any different. I'm doing over 100,000 steps a month, it says, but I don't feel that much of a difference. Am I missing something here? Okay. All these references and examples that I'm going to, which are real chapters of our lives, of course, come down to the wire of, do we believe? Do we believe that when we put our application or our resume out there that we'll get that job, even though 100 applicants are coming in there? Do we believe that just because we see some beautiful, hashtag Rachel Ray out there making a wonderful thing, or Emerald Lagasse making a dish, that we can come out and replicate something at least similar to that in taste and look? Do we believe that we can do that 100-yard dash? Do we believe that we can climb that mountain? Or do we believe we can actually take a vacation without feeling so much guilt from our own pockets being spent? Do we believe that we could teach our children to be better every single day, even if we're not feeling the best ourselves? I mean, that's the question. Do we believe that, or should I say, do I believe, do you believe, the people who are in this little category as well, that you can gain the weight that you're looking for, the muscle mass that you're looking for? It's not all about losing it. Some people, and a lot of friends I know, are trying to gain it. So do you believe you can gain that 20, 30 pounds you want? Or do you believe you could have that surgery to amplify certain parts of your body that you want to feel better with? Do you believe, and do we believe, that we could drop 50 pounds if we wanted to and just stay by a measurement? Now, the funny thing is I know that I should have the belief, because I actually had designed a program to where I lost 25 pounds in 6 weeks. And it felt like I was eating all the time. I literally had to stop eating because it felt like I was eating. And I did this. I remember there was a program with the Michael something program. I don't know the name. Michael Thurman. There you go. Yeah. So I had ordered that box years ago. I think it was maybe several years ago, at least 8 years ago. And I was like, oh, cool, my life is going to change. And I did try it. I did really try it. No, this is about 9 years ago. And, well, yeah, about 9 years ago, I think. And all of a sudden, I had lost 11 pounds within like 8 days. It was amazing. And I never worked out. I think I worked out for like 10 minutes a day, like he said. And it literally put my body into overdrive. And I'm like, whoa. But of course, I was like, well, let me just eat this today. Let me eat that today. Okay, I don't feel like it today. All my nerves are shot. And it went back to the same. And now for myself, I really don't have much to lose. I mean, we all have our midsection areas. I'm comfortable with myself in the rest of those areas, except predominantly the midsection, which is kind of hard to see on me because I'm more heavier chested. But at the same time, I have a lot of my native build as well. So I tried that, and I looked at it down the line, like years down the line, as I kind of designed my own weight loss program and lifestyle change. And it basically had the same things of what he was trying to do. And some people say, now there's this new thing going on. I saw it on Dr. Oz, where this guy has this YouTube channel that's blowing up, and different things, and how he eats all his calories in mass quantity one time a day. He only eats once per day, or almost by midnight. And I guess all these people are swearing by losing weight. I can't do that because I'm already sleeping by that time. And then on top of that, I have, acid reflux and different stuff that bothers me from time to time. And then, I learned not to go to sleep. Sometimes it works for people, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. And for the people it's working for, I'm awesome. But, I would like to do that. I kind of do that myself for breakfast. I kind of have it. And then I probably eat my dinner before 5 p.m. And the rest is history. I have a suck on a candy, or I have some tea. But that's what works for my body mechanism. So at the same time, I came up with my own structure where, I was just eating what tasted good. I manipulated with seasonings and more vegetables and chopped up onions and spices and raw almond butter and different stuff like that. And people say, oh, that's so expensive. No, there's different ways you can go about it. I had a wonderful, delicious, clean, beyond organic diet, especially at the People's Food Co-op, and it didn't even cost that much money. You just got to know what you're doing and understand what you're buying. Just like extreme couponing, you have to learn the science behind anything you do. I mean, you just don't come out the gate running, and if you do, cheers. But going off of that, not to get completely off course, but I had to ask myself, well, how come I don't believe? I was working out 3 days a week. Worked on my arms, worked on this kind of cool little bench that lifted my body up and my legs. And then I'm like three times a week for like an hour. Okay. That's what I did for myself. Even when I didn't feel like doing it, I still did it. And even if I didn't feel like doing it all the way, I did for half hour. And I just changed my diet. And I was just shrinking and shrinking. I'm like, man, 25 pounds. I wasn't even looking at the weight gone. I was just into the moment. And I didn't even really believe. I just started doing it. So that's the whole thing. And now I question myself, like, oh, I don't know if I could do what I did before. That was probably just a fluke. Come on, really, Lex? Like, now I'm questioning myself about what it was a fluke. My doctor at Mayo was like, wow, I can't believe, like, you lost 25 pounds. I said, what are you doing? Tell me what you're doing so I can tell other patients, because she's, pretty petite. But at the same time, I was like, man, I don't even know. Like, I made my special soup with the ingredients. People at my mom's church and different other places were asking me for the soup recipe. And I will say, by the way, that is a bomb soup recipe. If you want that soup recipe, let me know. Email us at yandex.com, Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com. It's real simple, and it'll cost you maybe like under $7 or $10, and it lasts you for at least 4 or 5 days. And that's really the truth. And I'm telling you right now, if you're anything like me or understanding, it will be bomb.com. It'll save your groceries, it'll save your waistline and everything else. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna start making that. I'm gonna write a list for that soup just because I reminded myself. But okay, let's get back all the way on course. But you had to hear the flavor. Do you believe that it's gonna work out for you? Do you believe that the infinite source of all things and all creating living things is going to work it out exactly the way it needs to be? Now, I know some people say, well, I didn't get the job at the time that I wanted. I didn't get the apartment that I wanted at the same time. And I didn't get the date because I couldn't afford the meal, or I couldn't get the groceries that I wanted. So I missed this night and I'll never see this food truck coming to town again. But things happen for a reason. I was telling one of my friends when they kept getting in trouble with detox and different other places, getting drunk or whatever it might be, just kind of losing it whenever they wanted to be unprofessional at night. And I told them, look, your DUIs aren't coming out of nowhere. Your problems aren't coming out of nowhere. And if you do reach out to someone who's really welcoming any kind of change in your life, or support yourself around people, because people think it's cliche, you have to be around people who understand what they believe or what they're trying to embrace to believe to change. The support systems do work if you got the correct ones. And we're a support system too. So holler at us if you need that. If you can't find it in your life or personal life, get at us. Everything is discreet and is only open unless you give the permissions to. But I just want to put that out there. Okay. So the whole prominent decision is do they believe? Well, I went to, I believed that I was going to stop, as his story goes. I believed I was going to stop drinking, and I thought I was going to, but, it didn't happen for me. And just because I lost my job the next day, and I had to pay all these fines, and now I can't get my car. And it's like, okay. And they say, I don't believe in anything in this world. I can't. Because if something was there that's higher than me, why would it let this happen? And I get that question a lot. Why would it? We should have a segment on why. The whole thing is no, we don't understand why. And there's some things I think is unfair. Question and point. Let's get this. When the Mega Millions came, not to have any shade, that 1.6 billion. Yeah, I did play 4 or 5 tickets, okay? And I'm pretty sure the other billions of people did too. Or billion plus people. And it made me feel kind of shysty when my auntie got the phone with my mom and was like, oh, yeah, that was my next door neighbor's friend in South Carolina, that, or her grandson or someone, that he was 20 years old and he won that 1 billion. I mean, I was irritated for a while. I was like, are you kidding me right now? This kid, we got all these goals to change the world, and him, really him? But I realized things happen for a reason, and the journey itself, I'm not saying people can't learn because they have millions of dollars or thousands, whatever it might be, or a silver spoon. I'm not saying only people who have harsh times learn, because I've seen a lot of people act more ignorant growing up through harsh times instead of learning things through the journey. But what I am saying is everything does happen for a reason. So we can't blame our belief system on the fact that we want our higher selves and higher power that created the universe to just literally pave things out. We understand things are unfair and stupidly crazy sometimes, but it all has a divine ecosystem, I'll say, a mechanism. I'm not going to say divine plan, which it kind of is in a different way, but it's a lot of whys and stuff out there, but it doesn't still hold the fact of, do you believe? Your belief system and our belief system is every single thing that is attached to everything that is. And our minds cannot stay focused for so long. Otherwise, we would have podcasts and broadcast shows for 2-3 hours long. Some people can do that. Very few. And some can't. Some people will have videos. Some people start doing their YouTube videos down to 5 minutes now, 10 minutes, because certain people's attention span. But ultimately, I don't think it should be contoured to people's stuff. I should be expanded so we can kind of get back to where we used to be. Like Jim Rohn said, a system of educational purposes will make you a living, but learning and developing those skills into something beyond that will give you a fortune. not in exact words, but you get what I'm saying. You can look that up. Mr. Jim Rohn, one of he passed now, but he's one of the ultimate guys out there who has some serious words to say of his speaking careers and educational careers. So no, life is not completely going to be balanced and fair. That's just like someone getting upset because the lion ate the impala. Okay, just like someone getting upset that the frog ate the fly. Someone getting upset, there's always going to be people mad. If you go eat a beef burger, someone could be wanting to slap you. Someone else could get a vegetarian bean burger, black bean burger, or cauliflower burger and feel the same way. It's never going to be balanced. But at the same time, it shouldn't stop your belief system. I guarantee if we give ourselves enough, we give ourselves enough seasoning and juice and agility and understanding and love behind that belief system, it'll come into fruition. I remember I was having so much fun with this when I was listening to Hicks back a few years back. Several months back now. And they were saying manifest things, think and focus on it. And I remember I was saying man, I'm really craving some good pizza right now or something like that. And all of a sudden, what happened? I came back home not even an hour later, spontaneously, everyone decided to have pizza. I'm like, whoa, that doesn't happen. Okay, something else happened where I was like, man, I was just talking about that. And it just, random stuff that just doesn't happen like that. It happened. Spoken into existence because we didn't have any resistance behind it. We didn't have any I didn't have any resistance between, I just talked about I'm really craving some pizza. Just thought about it, boom. And it happened. But people say, well, when I don't think about it, it happens. But when I focus on it and really put my meditation on it, it doesn't happen. What happened to my belief? Your belief is held back for the fact that we had to focus on it, and in our own doubt system of how the mind is meant to protect us from being let down and those emotional feelings or the cortisol stress, it defends us. So we kind of have to work 10 times harder in a different way. I see from where I can see from my facts and opinion. So we automatically have this, okay, I'm going to wish for, really put my energy into landing this $200,000 a year job and this dream car, and at the same time, in the back of your mind, you're like, this ain't gonna work. Why? Well, one, you haven't set yourself up to be obtaining such things. Okay, your mind's kind of relaxed in the state of where you are, and two, the moment you start doubting what you're even saying, you already cut that off. So do you believe, and do we believe enough in the things that we say is going to manifest into our lives? How strong is your belief system? How strong is it? Really think about that. You believe and say, okay, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be just fine. Are you winging it? Are you just saying it as a mantra? Or is it real talk? Is it real talk? That's what I have to ask myself too. Okay, everything's going to be just fine. I'm cool. I'm going to be relaxed. But then keep your mind focused. And if it doesn't focus right there, take it on something else. Take it on lighter levels that are at a different frequency. Don't just take on more and more and more. But believe in those one things gravitating to you at a time. You don't just sit there and focus on it to the point where you start building up doubt. Look at it as a beautiful place or a vision of something that's going to happen, and you're salivating inside, excited and happy for this thing to happen. No matter how small it might be, no matter how huge it might get. Look at it like, man, this is about to be. I claim this in the power of the great spirit of all that is. I claim it. It's mine. It's already mine. I just have to make sure I gravitate towards it in a clear field of energy and understand that there's no reason in the world why it can't be mine. And no matter how long it takes for that thing to be mine, I'm going to keep persevering every day, doing what I have to do, loving who I am and what I'm about, and permeating good seeds of faith and love and hope. And make sure, hashtag, do we believe and do you believe and do I believe comes true. Do we believe and do you believe enough for those things to come into fruition? That's what we have to ask ourselves while we're sitting there checking off our social medias, or we're checking out our text messages, or we're checking out the time we've been on break. Do we believe? We dedicate ourselves to clocking in the system because we know what we're getting in return. But have we dedicated ourselves enough to clock into a system that we can't see to know that what's waiting for us is already ready to give us our return? The invisible principles, right? And maybe we'll get into that next time, the invisible systems that systematically work behind this. But right now, it's hashtag do you believe, hashtag do we believe, whatever Anthony puts out there. Don't want to put this too long, but check us out at Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com. Send an email, shoot it by, say what's on your mind. We love it like you always have been. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it tremendously. That's not just words, that's feeling and heart behind it. Excuse my voice again, but yeah, we love it. And check out realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. We have our .coms about to happen and so much more. Rolling out the red carpet, and this nice scheduling system is real cool because I love being with my familyans. You don't know how good it feels to be with my familyans. And I hope you enjoy being with me every time you play and push that play button. Thank you. Even if it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, they typically don't go over 20, but I'm just saying if they do, I appreciate it just for the fact that you are permeating your energy with me too. So just stay on that hashtag do you believe, and we'll get it popping, and we'll have our next segments coming out. Please stay tuned and stay wonderfully you. Be the change, feel the passion, and embrace the power of the spirit. That's what we're all about. So just stay humble, stay relaxed, and focus on what belongs to you, and we will be back with you soon.